Hello everyone, welcome back to my stream. My name's John, if you didn't know that already. Oh man, I hopped on the computer really quickly just now. I've come out of hiding to do a stream on this because what we are about to witness is the reveal of Homesteads for Guild Wars 2. We're gonna finally see what they're doing. So, what's just happened is PC Gamer has been given the exclusive. This didn't happen just now. It happened previously, obviously, because they're releasing the exclusive right now, so we're gonna watch that. But they've been given that by Arenanet to cover the whole Homesteads, like reveal and information, stuff like that. So we are gonna be focusing on that today. Now, I think honestly, let's just get into it. Let's just start watching. Let me turn this music off. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited. Here we go. All right. Here's to hoping there's some amazing music in here. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of talking, but still, I love the music. Come on, let's get some. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, but just to preface, if this stream gets cut off or I see some sort of issue with my streaming, I'm gonna pause it. I'll let you guys know what's going on. So hopefully PC Gamer doesn't mind me using their video in my stream for my reaction to this, or Arenanet. Not trying to steal any content here. I'm just wanting to watch and give my reaction to this. So yeah, that's all I'm doing here. I recently got I tried to stream the Apple event recently. I got a strike for not a strike, but like a warning, because I think maybe it was the music in the video, but I'm not 100% sure if Apple bothered to copyright it or not, the video's use, or if it wasn't fair use or something like that. I don't know for sure what it was. Long story short, YouTube retracted what they did and everything was fine, because something seemed like it was a mistake, and I contacted them about it. But yeah, if that starts happening again, I'll let you know. And I'm gonna keep an eye on what's going on with the stream health, because that's where it lets me know if something's going wrong. All right, let's get into it with that preface done.
I'm Phil from PC Gamer, and this is an exclusive look at Homestead, the new player housing feature arriving in Guild Wars 2's next
All
expansion.
right, that's Phil Savage. Sorry, I cut that off. Phil Savage, yeah.
Janthir Wilds. Arenanet calls Homestead the most player-friendly housing system in MMOs. Your home will exist as its own.
Wait, hold on. All right, wait. This is going really fast. Oh, okay, let's watch it one time through. No interruptions, and then let's go back and check it out again.
The most player-friendly housing system in MMOs. Your home will exist as its own instance rather than being one of a limited number of plots in a larger district. So, unlike a game like Final Fantasy XIV, you won't get the same neighborhood feel, but the benefits should be pretty obvious. You don't have to enter a lottery to claim your land, and there's no chance of getting evicted if you don't regularly log into the game. Instead, you just get access to your homestead naturally during the campaign. Arenanet didn't go into too much detail about the story of the new expansion, but your new home is related to its new faction, the Lowland Kodan. The aesthetic reflects their cozy cabin vibe. So obviously the main draw with a player housing system is decoration, the ability to customize your space. But there are a couple of neat features built into the homestead. First off, they act as a sort of showroom for your in-game collection of skins and cosmetics. For this playtest, Arenanet provided me with a preview account full of characters, all of them named after members of the PC Gamer team. Here they are now, just hanging out. In fact, any alts that you leave in the homestead will appear when you visit with another character. Up to 30 can sit around at a time. There's even a little cave over here with a bunch more of them. Your mounts are here too. You can find them resting over by the stables, meaning
Oh!
at last have a way to enjoy the fancy jackal skin that you got. Because, let's be honest, how often are you actually using it in the game? And you can pet the mounts, it's pretty cute.
Wait, I'm always using the jackal skin. What?
Leaves your stable, even if an alt was sitting on it. And if we head over here behind the lumber mill and over to the pier, here's your skiff. It's a small touch, but having a home for your mounts and vehicles is a nice shorthand for cementing this as your own personal space. Okay, fun little aesthetic touches are all well and good, but one of my first questions when Arenanet was explaining the Homestead system was about resource nodes. You see, Guild Wars 2 characters already have a little personal space for themselves. It's based in their starter cities, called a home instance. There's probably a bunch of players that have totally forgotten these even exist. But for some of us, it's a daily ritual to visit and gather materials from any resource nodes we've unlocked or purchased. All of those resources are now also available in your homestead, as are any of the cats you've discovered around the world and persuaded to move in with you. All of it just carries over. There's also a neat little new option that should make the gathering ritual a little less onerous. If we head over to this box, there's just an auto-collect button, and it instantly completes any node attached to that building. This function won't be available when Janthir Wilds launches. Arenanet plans to add it during one of the quarterly updates following the expansion's release. But even in the short term, the resource nodes here are much more efficient than in some of the home instances, by which I mean the Grove. Over in this building, you will find the crafting bench that lets you create new decorations to customize your homestead. It's a completely separate system from the scribing profession used to decorate guild halls, but the benefit of that is it's going to be a lot cheaper to craft items. You will need to convert some of your materials into a new homestead crafting resource, and then combine it with some other resources to add that decoration to your library. I should say here, this is an early development build I'm playing, so there are a bunch of placeholder icons and text throughout the build. Don't worry if you see a little digging sign. Homestead crafting won't be tied to crafting XP at all. Instead, you'll unlock more advanced levels through the mastery system by earning experience in the expansion's new maps. Over 300 decorative items will be available when Janthir Wilds launches, with Arenanet saying more will be added through festivals and quarterly updates to follow. In total, there should be around 800 decorations that will be craftable by the end of the expansion's update cycle. The majority of these will be earned in-game, although yes, some will be
Wow.
exclusive to the Black Lion Gem store. Arenanet stressed to me...
Okay, sorry, I'm trying really hard not to talk or like say anything, but it's just that thing where it was like auto collect everything. That was insane. That was amazing.
Decorations bought either with real money or by converting your in-game gold into gems will give you multiple copies of that item to place automatically, and also a recipe so you can craft as many of that item as you want in the future. If you've tried decorating a guild hall in the game, you'll know it's currently pretty basic. You grab a decoration, place it on the map, maybe spin it around a bit, but really that's it. For Homesteads, the entire decoration system has had a pretty major overhaul. For the playtest, Arenanet dropped me into a homestead that one of the developers had already started to decorate. Rather than a static prop, these houses over here are built from various floor tiles that have been repurposed as walls and roofing. The same with this lighthouse, which has been created from
Wow.
individual pieces all fitted together. Now when you go to place a piece and realize, oh god, that's way too big, you've got some options to turn it into what you want. There's multiple skills on the menu that let you change the position, the rotation, the scale of the item. Decorations can even be moved into the ground,
Holy.
into the air, or into each other. So with a little work and creativity, you can make it fit your needs. It's pretty robust.
This is next level.
You can even realign the pop-up arrows to be pointed at the map's global X and Y axis, or locally based on the way the decoration is facing. And you can copy the scale and rotation of your last placed item, so you can more easily reuse tiles when you need to put a lot of them together for a desired effect. Even once they're placed, you can switch over to the modification menu and adjust any existing item, giving you some power to fine-tune things after the fact. There's even a new X-ray vision mode, so that you don't lose items into the floor.
Holy
Just pop it on and you can see a glowing item,
Joke.
even if
Joko.
you something else, and it lets you remove it more easily. Also, if you just need a
What the
different
heck?
perspective while you're creating, just turn into a bee and fly around. I'm not the type of person
Holy
to
shit.
on creating some grand elaborate build, but even so, I had a lot of fun just messing around.
Okay, I just have to say something here. This guy has no reaction of anything he's talking about at all. Like, is anyone else freaking out about how you just randomly turn into a bee and then start decorating from the air? He's just like, oh, if you need some more visual, like, space, and just turn into a bee. Bro, that is so interesting. Why aren't you alive about this?
The tools. Guild Wars 2's world map has expanded a lot.
Are we that far already through this? That was so fast. 6 minutes gone.
over the last decade. So there's already a pretty broad set of decorations available. It's multiple regions and aesthetics. And it's kind of fun to experiment with what's there, even if the result is just some garish dragon statue barfing rainbows. There are also a couple of new types of decoration. I really like these armor stands, which let you create a statue of your character. You just place it down, interact with it, and it will copy what you're currently wearing. And then you can set it to one of a number of
Whole
poses.
holy.
A fitting way to honor the true endgame of Guild Wars 2 fashion.
Oh my god.
Stand too.
That's
So if you want to fill your home with reminders of the many, many hours you spent crafting legendaries, you're good. Naturally, if you're going to show off your collection, you'll need to invite your friends along. And while they're there,
oh my god.
if you trust them, you can let them decorate your homestead too. There's a special permission in the menu that turns on group decorating, but it does mean that they'll have access to your library and can just place and modify things around the map. Overall,
Wow.
I'm impressed with what I've seen. Player housing is one of the bigger features on the community's wish list, and the toolset here should let more artistic players create some really cool, surprising builds. It's certainly a huge improvement over what's currently in the game. Although, if you are a guild decorator looking on in Envy, Arenanet did say that the new decoration skills and placement options are going to be ported over to guild halls too. Really, for me, it's the smaller touches that I'm most excited about. A hangout for my alts, a stable for my mounts, and the ability to show off the weapons and items that I've spent time creating. I'm probably not going to spend hours painstakingly creating an entire village from the ground up, but I love the idea of having a space that celebrates my in-game achievements, whether that's through decorations that recognise some big end-game accomplishment, or just a massive statue that shows off some cool armour that I spent ages crafting. Guild Wars 2 players will be able to get their own homestead on August 20 when Janthir Wilds releases.
Okay. Let's just talk about the elephant in the room. This guy doesn't seem enthusiastic at all about the stuff that he's talking about. He's just like casually saying this stuff. What is it? They should have had me do this in this where was I should have had this exclusive. Guys, today you won't believe what we're talking about. Homesteads. You turn into a bee. Oh man, like come on. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be, super rude about it towards him or anything, but this is exciting, man. Come on. All right, let's just go back through it a little bit and sort of listen to a bit more what he said here.
I'm Phil from PC Gamer, and this is an exclusive look.
So Phil from PC Gamer.
The new player.
Phil, you should. I'll give you some YouTubing advice. The YouTubing advice is always put 10%, at least 10% extra oomph or emotion into what you think is the correct amount that you're portraying. That gets you to the level where you need to be for a performance, I suppose. But at the same time, it just sounds like he's not excited. Am I missing something here?
Housing feature arriving in Guild Wars 2's next expansion.
All right, what do we got? What do we got going on exactly?
Homestead, the most player-friendly housing system in MMOs. Your home will exist as its own instance rather than being one of a limited number of plots.
All right. Apologies if that was a little bit too quiet the first time around.
In a larger district. So unlike a game like Final Fantasy 14, you won't get the same neighborhood feel. But the
So that's a little bit disappointing that you. I mean, okay, I can't compare to Final Fantasy. I've never played it, but the fact that you cannot see other people's houses without going into an instance. I mean, that is the Guild Wars way, the instance system. But I wish they could somehow move away from that system. That would be really nice. It'd be nice if you could like see other people's houses, but at the same time, I don't know how that would work because in reality, there's tons of players, right? And how would you? I mean, it would be nice if you could at least like sort of have an instance type thing with multiple people's houses, right? Not necessarily just the like your instance, but multiple people's. I guess like that would be cool, but now like as I'm saying this, I'm realizing how big this homestead is. It seemed pretty big and a large area where you can decorate, so that must be the limitation. Resource gathering also take relics in the tools into account. Wait, does resource gathering also take relics? Oh, oh, that is an amazing question. Holy shit, that is a $1 million question right there.
Benefits should
Maybe $1,000 question. I don't know. Not to say your question's not to belittle your question just then. I'm just saying maybe there is a higher. I'm jumping to conclusions. Maybe there's a higher tier question. You know what I'm saying?
be pretty obvious. You
But
don't
that's a
have
that's
to
a
enter
great
a lottery
question.
to claim your land, and there's no chance of getting evicted if you don't regularly log into the game. Instead, you just get access to your homestead naturally during the campaign. Arenanet didn't go into too much detail about the story of the new expansion, but your new home is related to its new faction, the Lowland Kodan.
I love the lore behind how you get the homestead. That is really interesting. And the way that it was announced with the Coden talking about it and saying like this is not for me anymore, maybe it can be home to you. That was like I don't know how, but they just made it seem so heartfelt in that moment. And the way that he said it, it just seems like maybe that guy is like you help him or something, he's moving on, and then you take his house. I really love that.
The aesthetic reflects their cozy cabin vibe. So obviously the main draw with a player housing system is decoration, the ability to customize your space. But there are a couple of neat features built into the homestead. First off, they act as a sort of showroom for your in-game collection of skins and cosmetics.
All right, the first moment he mentioned this, I thought that sounds awesome. That sounds amazing. We can display our stuff, like our skins of weapons and stuff, whatever we want in the homestead. That's really cool.
For this playtest, Arenanet provided me with a preview account full of characters, all of them named after members of the PC Gamer team. Here
Okay,
they are now, just hanging out.
okay, this is quite interesting, this part, because I think he's saying that these are other characters on your account. So you see your characters that you've made populating your homestead. They all live together. That feature blows my mind. I like just the fact that they made it, you know?
In fact, any alts that you leave in the homestead will appear when you visit with another character.
Okay, so that's how it works. He just explained it. If you leave an alt in the homestead, then you can see them again with the other character that you log in with. But here's the other question. What is the reason? What was the reason you would leave an alt in the homestead rather than at a potentially very useful chest in the game or collection point?
Up to 30 can sit around at a time, as if
30 characters? What?
in a little cave over here with a bunch more of them. Your mounts are here too. You can find them resting over by the stable.
Okay, that's really cool. Another question I have for this is, in terms of the mounts,
here with a bunch more of them. Your mounts are here.
Can you see? Excuse me. Can you see more than one of the? Wait. There's a character. There's one of the. There's one of the account characters on a mount right now, just chilling there.
Too.
What the heck? That's crazy how they incorporate this. Okay. So my question is, can you see more than one of the same mount in a different skin? Or is it just like what determines the skins?
You can find them resting over by the stables, meaning you at last have a way to enjoy the fancy jackal skin that you got. Because let's be honest, how often are you actually using it in the game? And
I don't understand what is he saying here? Does he say he never uses a fancy jackal skin? Or is he saying that he doesn't use the jackal at all?
And you can pet the mounts. It's pretty cute. If you hop on a mount, it leaves you stable.
Wait, he got on the mount that his alt was on.
And you
He
can
just
pet
stole
the
it.
mounts. It's pretty cute. If you hop on a mount, it leaves you stable. Even if an alt was sitting on it. And if we head over here,
Wait. Hold
how
up.
often are you actually using it
Oh my god, they did this preview on purpose. Arenanet did this.
in the game?
Wait. This mount skin
And you
is
can
clearly going to be from the
pet the
Janthir Wilds
mounts.
patch.
It's pretty cute. If you hop on a mount, it leaves you stable.
Wait, yeah, there's no skin right now out for this, right?
Even if an alt
And the effect that came
mounts,
up when
it's
he
pretty
gets
cute.
on it.
If you hop on a mount, it leaves you stable.
Whew,
Even if an alt was
that's pretty
sitting on
cool.
it. And if we head
But
over
what does
here
it mean?
behind the lumber mill and over to the pier, here's your skiff. It's a small touch, but
It's cool that your skiff is in there too. Like all of your mounts and all the things that you can ride or use are there.
having a home for your mounts and vehicles is a nice shorthand for cementing this as your own personal space. Okay, the fun little aesthetic touches are all well and good, but one of my first questions when Arenanet was explaining the Homestead system was about resource nodes.
This was a lot of people's questions.
See, Guild Wars 2 characters already have a little
Wasn't one of my questions because I never spent time in there. Not really. But it was a lot of people's questions because a lot of people do daily gatherings in their home instances. Home instances.
personal space for themselves. It's based in their starter cities, called a home instance. There's probably a bunch of players that have totally forgotten these even exist. But for some of us, it's a daily ritual to visit and gather materials from any resource nodes we've unlocked or purchased. All of those resources are now also available in your homestead, as are any of the cats you've discovered around the world and persuaded to move in with you.
What, cats? Did you say cats? Any of the
Nodes we've
cats?
unlocked or purchased. All of those resources are now also available in your homestead, as are any of the cats you've discovered around the world and persuaded to move in with you.
I think he said cats. I think. Cats. Catch. Sounds like he says catch. Your catch of what? At first I thought catch like your fish. Your fish have moved in with you? I don't know. That can't be right. Ooh, interesting if you could display fish that you've caught. Well, they wouldn't be making tons of models for that, would they? Just images. So that answers the question of people asking where their nodes are. They're all in there.
All of it just carries over. There's also a neat little new option that should make the gathering ritual a little less onerous.
Why is he saying this like he has no interest in it? I don't understand. I don't get it. There's a neat little option that they added to make the gathering a little less onerous. Well, bro, there's an amazing feature they just added that you can collect all your materials at once. How amazing. How awesome.
If we head over to this box, there's just an auto collect button, and it instantly completes any.
Oh. Okay. Emina? Is that your name? Emina? I don't know. I'm not sure if you're still here, but look at this.
Box. There's just an auto collect.
Collect resources and manage glyph. So it activates your glyph collections, or like how it works, whatever glyphs you want to use. I'm assuming you select the glyph that you want to use when you collect the resources, when you gather, and then when you click collect resources, it activates the glyph that you chose and applies it to all the gathering there in the same randomized fashion that it normally does, with the 33% chance of blah blah blah, this, that. And I assume that it only works with whatever glyphs you've unlocked. But that I think answers the question right there. I don't think he says anything, does he?
Collect button, and it instantly completes any node attached to that building. This function won't be available when Janthir Wilds launches. Arenanet plans to add it during one of the quarterly updates following the expansion's release. But even in the short term, the resource nodes here are much more efficient than in some of the home instances, by which I mean the Grove. Over in this building, you will find the...
Hold up, I'm just going to take a clip of that. Can I take a clip of it? Hold on. It's on. How do I... Wait, what's going on here? Ah, okay, that's annoying. Alright, anyway, we'll just continue.
Crafting bench that lets you create new decorations to customize your homestead. It's a completely separate system from the scribing profession used to decorate guild halls, but the benefit of that is it's going to be a lot cheaper to craft items. You will need to convert some of your materials into a new homestead.
You can only buy 75 this item per account per week. Refined homestead fiber. Right, so you have to collect things to build them.
Lot cheaper to craft items. You will need to convert some of your materials into a new homestead crafting.
This may or may not increase your the value of these things. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it at first glance, but maybe.
Resource.
I mean, if a lot of people are needing blueberries all of a sudden, I can go buy your blueberries right now. You need 12 times what, 75 per week?
And then combine it with some other resources to add.
Oh, you get to choose what you want to purchase as well, like here. There we go, the yawning in the streaming. Bro, my hair, look at it, it's so hilarious.
A new homestead crafting resource.
So like if you look here, you can see what purchases you can make, how many you can make
and then
per
combine
week.
it with some other resources to add that decoration to your library. I should say here, this is an early development build I'm playing, so there are a bunch of placeholder icons and text throughout the build. Don't worry if you see a little digging sign. Homestead crafting won't be tied to crafting XP at all.
This guy needs a better way to pronounce his words. He just said little Dickens sign, but he meant little digging sign. I feel like I have a lot of criticisms for this guy. Phil.
Tool.
Come on, Phil.
Instead, you'll unlock more advanced levels through the mastery system by earning experience in the expansion's new maps. Over 300 decorative items will be available when Janthir Wilds launches, with Arenanet saying more will be added through festivals and quarterly updates to follow. In total, there should be around 800 decorations that will be craftable by the end of the expansion's update cycle.
So 800 decorations by the end of the cycle, the update cycle, the dragon cycle. It ends.
Majority of these will be earned in game, although yes,
here I started freaking out here again too.
To follow. In total, there should be around 800 decorations.
When I saw this rotating stuff and this size resizing stuff, oh my god, I was like, they put this in there for us. This is insane amount of control for us.
Will be craftable by the end of the expansion.
People are gonna go crazy with this.
Update cycle. The majority of these will be earned in game, although yes, some will be exclusive to the Black Lion Gem Store. Arenanet stressed to me any decorations bought.
Oh, so I don't know why I just noticed this. I didn't look at all at one point of the video the first time, but if you look down at the skill bar here, you can see you can choose. That's where you choose what you want to do with the object, and then look at what 8 is. 8 is turned into the bee. And 9 is change the color of things. Nice.
Either with real money
Great
or
features.
by converting your in-game gold into
Okay, sorry, what's he saying
any
here?
decorations bought, either some will be exclusive to the Black Lion Gem Store. Arenanet stressed to me any
So some decorations will be exclusive to Black Lion Gem Store.
Decorations bought either with real money or by converting your in-game gold into gems will give you multiple copies of that item to place automatically and also.
Okay, if I understand what he's saying correctly, basically what he's saying is when you just whatever way you unlock something, when you do unlock it, you get multiple copies of it. Like what you can see here, you get multiple copies of the item you can place. I'm assuming that's what he's saying. He's saying it in a really weird way.
Gems will give you multiple copies of that item to place automatically, and also a recipe, so you can craft as many of that item as you want in the future.
What? So you can craft the item as well as get a ton of copies of it to place? That's
if
good.
Tried decorating a guild hall in the game, you'll know it's currently pretty basic. You grab a deck.
Skip through this. We know about this.
Drop me into a homestead that one of the developers had already started to decorate. Arenanet dropped me entire decoration system. It's had a pretty major overhaul. For the playtest, Arenanet dropped me into a homestead that one of the developers had already started to decorate.
Okay, so this is what someone started to make. They decided to do this.
Rather than a static prop, these houses over here are built from various floor tiles that have been repurposed as.
So this is what I'm saying, where it can kind of get crazy. People are gonna go crazy with this, because you can just make materials, make things out of other things, like you're properly building things. You don't have to just use props. You can use pieces of things, like a proper building system, to make whatever you want.
Walls and roofing. The same with this lighthouse, which has been created from lots of individual pieces all fitted together. Now when you...
That's very interesting. Someone built that.
You go to place a piece and realize, oh god, that's way too big. You've got some options to turn it into what you want. There's multiple skills on the menu that let you change the position, the rotation, the scale of the item. Decorations can even be moved into the ground or in.
This is the most alive I've heard him when he says, oh god, that's too big.
To turn it into what piece and realize, oh god, that's way too big.
Oh god, that's way too big. That's the most alive I've heard him.
You've got some options to turn it into what you want. There's multiple skills on the menu that let you change the position, the rotation, the scale of the item. Decorations can even be moved into the ground or into the air or into each other. So with a little work and creativity, you can make it fit your needs.
That's very nice.
Robust set of tools. You can even realign the pop-up arrows to be pointed at the map's global X and Y axis or locally based on the way the decoration is facing. And
that is crazy that they included that. That's so cool. They've given us so many options to create what we want in here.
you can copy the scale and rotation of your last placed item, so you can more easily reuse tiles when you need to put a lot of them together for a desired effect. Even once they're placed, you can switch over to the modification menu and adjust any existing item, giving you some power to fine-tune things after the fact. There's even a new X-ray vision mode, so that you don't lose items into the floor. You just pop it on and you can see a glowing item even if it's through something else.
That's very handy. For the fact that they're letting us put things through the floors and the walls. Losing an item, be like, I swear I had one of these around here somewhere. I swear it. Where the hell is it? Where did my painting go that I accidentally put too far into the wall?
And it lets you remove it more easily. Also, if you just need a different perspective while you're creating, just turn into a bee and fly around. I'm not the type of person
I don't understand his lack of enthusiasm for the bee thing.
who's going to go deep on creating some grand elaborate build, but even so, I had a lot of fun just messing around with the tools. Guild Wars 2's world map has expanded a lot over the last decade, so there's already a pretty broad set of decorations available. It's multiple regions and aesthetics. It's kind of fun to experiment with what's there, even if the result is just some garish dragon statue barfing rainbows. There are also a couple of new types of decks.
This guy strikes me as the type of person who, okay, I'm not criticizing him now, but I'm just saying he strikes me as the person who has like that dry sense of humor. And he's not using it. I don't feel like he's using it a lot in this like video, but the way it's coming out kind of reminds me of my uncle. He has a super dry sense of humor, and he just like his jokes come out like just blatant. Almost comes out like facts or something like that, but you know it's just it's totally fake. I don't really know how to describe dry humor. I just know how it sounds, and he kind of has that vibe. I think maybe that's why he's not so enthusiastic. It's just his style. But like, I feel like, no, I mean, my uncle gets excited about things too. So, but I don't know. Maybe it takes more for this guy to get excited. This is pretty cool. This is like a revolutionary thing for Guild Wars.
Decoration. I really like these armor stands, which let you create a statue of your character.
This is insane. This is so cool.
You just place it down, interact with it, and it will copy
You can choose a pose,
what you're currently wearing.
choose an armor. Oh my god.
And then you can set it to one of a number of fun poses. It feels like a fitting way to honor the true end game of Guild Wars 2, fashion. There's a
That is so
weapon
good.
stand.
That is so good. I really want to do that with some of the different outfits that I have. See, I'm assuming you change your outfit, and then once you change it, you can set it up like on a statue, as a statue or something like that. But then you can change your outfit again and set up another statue, I'm assuming.
Too. So if you want to fill your home with reminders of the many hours you spent
Okay, this is awesome too.
crafting legendaries.
Also, I just noticed that he's the character in this account. He just put down
So if
this
you want to
item
fill your home with
and he
reminders,
selected equipped weapon, but there's no weapon on his back right now. So what does that mean? Does that mean that there's no weapons shown in this? Like you go in with no weapons? Like it's a peaceful place?
of the many hours you spent crafting legendaries.
But this is a really cool feature that we can do this and share. I'm looking forward to crafting, going for the astral area, and just imagining putting that in here on display, like 2 of them, because I want to use dual astral areas. That would be so cool to show off.
You're good. Naturally, if you're going to show off your collection, you'll need to invite your friends along.
Hopefully you can place more than one of the same weapon.
While they're there,
While they're at it, they may as well add that feature if it's not already there, because they've added so many features.
if you trust them, you can let them decorate your homestead too. There's a special permission in the menu that turns on group decorating, but it does.
It's really interesting that they let other people decorate with you. You can decorate together and you can create your this is what I'm talking about. Like you can create an area, like the whole area people can decorate with you. Like your homestead, they can decorate it. Why not just have a neighborhood of your friends or like a small group of people or like in your guild, you can all decorate the same place? I don't know, something to think about. Maybe I'm being ridiculous. I'm not sure.
Does mean that they'll have access to your library and can just place.
It would be cool if you could like set someone as like your friend who also like shares ownership of your homestead, so you could both go to the homestead at the same time and like you could go separate times but meet each other in there. You don't have to like party up and like create your own instance and then invite them in. You can just like kind of just share the place and like have 2 houses or like build whatever you want. That would be nice if you could do that. They should add that feature.
Things around the map. Overall, I'm impressed with what I've seen. Player housing is one of the bigger features on the community's wish list, and the toolset here should let more artistic players create some really cool, surprising builds. It's certainly a huge improvement over what's currently in the game. Although, if you are a guild decorator looking on in Envy, Arenanet did say that the new decoration skills and placement options are going to be ported over to guild halls too. Really, for me, it's the smaller touches that I'm most excited about. Hangout for my alts, a stable for my mounts, and the ability to show off the weapons and items that I've spent time creating. I'm probably not going to spend hours painstakingly creating an entire village from the ground up, but I love the idea of having a space that celebrates my in-game achievements, whether that's through decorations that recognize some big end-game accomplishment, or
Let's take a look at this mount section here. Mount section here real quick. We got
decorations that
right, so it's just one of each mount with the mount skin of your choice, I'm assuming.
Recognize some big end game accomplishment, or just a massive statue that shows off some cool armor that I spent ages crafting. Guild Wars 2 players will be able.
He is after the most basic part of this homestead experience. I'm not judging. about that, by the way. I'm just saying that like that's that might partly be me, to be honest. Like the stuff he mentioned is kind of the basic stuff that I probably will definitely do. And obviously I'll experiment with like building and stuff, but will I spend a lot of time in there? The question is, if I had all the legendaries of everything and I've done everything, then would I spend a lot of time in there? Maybe. Maybe there's people like that. I don't have everything. I don't have time to play enough to have everything. But people who do, this might be for them. Like another area to just do things like this.
Able to get their own homestead on
To be creative.
August 20 when Janthir Wilds releases.
All right. That's it. Music credit is courtesy of Epidemic Sound. Nice. Yep. All right. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I find that it's very cool and very exciting, as you saw in all of my outbursting reactions. And turns out I'm very judgy of Phil. Phil Savage, right? Yeah. Very judgy of him for just, you know, saying everything so just like so chill. Anyway, I mean, am I a bad person? Am I a bad person for judging Phil? Oh, sorry, Phil. Sorry. Yes, I think that's gonna be it. To be honest, that's like that was all that I wanted to hop on for. I just saw this get released by Guild Wars or Arenanet, so I wanted to share it and my reaction to it. Like, I was super excited to take a look at it. All right, I'm going to finish the stream off. Thank you very much for joining, if you did, and I will see you in my next stream or my next video. Bye. Have an amazing night, everyone.